Keeping it in mint condition.
Never stop.
Am I hot? I'm good. It's not pegging anymore. I think I'm good. All right. And welcome back to episode 106. 106er of the OK podcast powered by the Strength Co. I'm your host, Grant Broggi. And we are recording live. I'm in South California. No, I got answered the phone yesterday. Someone said, "Are you in Greenville?" And I said, "No, I am no longer in the upstate. I'm in South California, but you can go train there in South Carolina if you want to use some made in USA barbell equipment." But we're recording live. I'm in South California. We're on the internet. For the boomers that are listening, there's this thing called the internet, and it connects people from all over the world and allows people like us. Yeah, thank you, Al Gore, for creating that. It allows people like us to have a podcast. That's what they call podcasting. Today's date is April the 21st in the year of our Lord 2026. A lot of sports to talk about today, almost like confusing, almost overload. People are like, "Oh, college football's over." This time of year is like sports overload. It's just everywhere you look, there's a game you care about. Don't get me started about Arsenal, okay? Like it's just sports overload this time of year. Price of Bitcoin is $77,538.30. Straight is open or closed. I'm not sure. It was what I've heard.
We'll get you it in the brief.
Yeah, I've heard that it's open when the stock market is open. The stock market is currently closed. If we could get the straight to be open when Bitcoin is open, then the straight would just always be open, which would bring the price of oil down, which would bring the price of your plates down. But anyway, I'm joined in studio with Mr. Jeff Buege. Buege. You figure out how to say it. Some people call him Biggie Blue Jeans. Some people call him JP Biggie. Some people call him Biggie JP. Some people just call him Auburn. But he is Mr. Jeff Buege. He's a major in the Marine Corps Reserves, not to be confused with the active duty. And he's currently not in a drilling status, so he can give us his thoughts on flu shots and whether or not we should take them. And the important things that are going on there. He does not have the nuclear codes. I also don't have the nuclear code.
Oh, good.
So remember, it's not our fault. We voted for Trash 6. Also joining us from Columbus, Texas.
Ooh.
Is there Columbus, Texas?
Yeah, that's where I do have nuclear codes, and that's where.
Columbus. Is that why you're there? Yeah, you heard
there.
Trump wanted the codes, and you're like, I got to go to Columbus. Mr.
So Trump doesn't even have the codes?
I don't know. There's a story circulating.
It's called decentralized command.
Decentralized command and control. There's a story circulating on the internet. No, that's for the Constitution, I thought. Or the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, all right. Good pop culture reference by Grant. All right.
Founding fathers wrote the codes on the
what
back.
movie?
Yeah.
What movie, Jeff? Pop quiz?
National Treasure.
National Treasure. Big
Great
National
movie.
Treasure
I
guy.
love that
What's the movie where he opens and closes the door 2 times every time? Where he has autism or OCD? Same thing.
I don't know that one.
Oh, come on.
Hold on.
Great
Stop.
movie.
Stop. We got to figure this out.
He opens and closes the door.
Opens and closes the door 2 times.
It's not.
And Nicolas
Gone in
Cage
60
is in
seconds.
this movie?
It's not Face
It
Off.
popped right up for me. So my description, you guys like to give me crap on the way
No,
my
I
brain
don't
works.
doubt that it's real.
They immediately popped up.
What is it?
Popped up. It's a 2003 movie. You want to play this
2003?
game, or you want me to just give it up?
No, I like the clues.
Let's play it.
Yeah.
2003.
Okay.
We're in
He
it.
suffers from obsessive compulsive disorder. Like I said,
OCD check.
has autism. Here we go. Opens and closes the door 3 times. I said 3 times. Maybe that helps.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
going
thinking of
through
the
it.
2. Okay. Yeah. Totally.
Yep. 2003.
Yeah.
Let me see who else is in it. You know this guy, but I don't. Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Matchstick Men?
Matchstick Man. You got it.
Wow.
Matchstick Man.
Great
Good
work.
job,
Great
Trey.
work, Trey.
Good job, Trey.
10 points to Trey.
What a cast, man.
Great movie.
Wow.
Anyway,
Sam
from
Rockwell.
Columbus, Texas, Mr. Robert Trey Gottlich III. He's the third, and he's named Trey because God knew he was going to have 3 daughters under the age of 1. They're all over the age of 1 now, but there was a time in life where Trey came home every day, and he had a wife and 3 girls under the age of 1 that he was responsible for. So when you ask about Trey's
And a girl
lifting
dog. Yeah.
and a girl dog, well, you killed that one, right? Like Christy Noam, you Christy Noam it?
No, we killed the boy dog.
Killed the boy dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Christy Noam.
Really
the
tip
girl,
the odds.
the girl dog. The girl dog's got balloons under its shirt. And in any event, there was a time when he came home, and so you ask yourself, when you guys get on your YouTubes and your Spotifys and say, Trey's lifting updates sucked, which you all do all the time, ask yourself, when was the last time you came home to a wife and 3 girls under the age of 1? Okay? You just think about that. I think I covered all the preamble, burned up 6 minutes, which is good.
That's good.
And so now we go into the next part of the show where we really burn up some time. Trey's favorite part of the show.
It is Trace.
Love it.
We keep wanting to get rid of it, but Trace says no.
Everyone has updated their slides. This podcast is brought to you by BW Tax. Tax season's over. Remember, the best day to start thinking about next year's taxes is right after you did this year's taxes. So if you messed up, you haven't got your return, you're paying the government a bunch of money, and you realize, like, man, for nearly 52 episodes last year, I listened to them talk about BW Tax and never gave them a call. Don't let that be this year. Also, it's sports season. It's baseball. The Mets are really good. What comes in dozens? Eggs, donuts, and Mets losses.
Hey.
Mets are really
Mets
good.
aren't good.
They're the worst.
No.
They're making
bad.
the Red Sox look great, actually.
Real bad start.
Bad.
Long season,
They just
Long
lost 12 in a row. You got playoff hockey going. You got playoff basketball going. And when all these sports are coming across your feed, what you should really be thinking is, you know what I need? A mini football helmet. I need a football helmet to help me cheer for all these other sports teams. I know football's not playing right now, but that's what you need. And listen, you might be looking at yourself and saying, hey, not a sports guy. I'm a MAGA guy. Listen, Trey's the same. That's why he owns an ice helmet. Okay. There are options for you. We'll make you a Kamala Harris helmet if you want. We have no limits here. U.S. Border Patrol. There you go. I still think it should be an ice helmet. PJ, just
you took that out of the packaging?
Yeah.
That's not mint condition anymore.
Yeah, I know, man. Grant forced me to.
Oh, there goes the girls' college funds.
Who designed this? This looks like Jimmy Fallon, U.S. Border Patrol.
It really is like the worst logo.
Yeah.
That's their official logo, too.
Borders.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. No kings, no
Yeah,
borders. Open borders. I'm an open borders guy.
Yeah, they can't even get the wording in the borders.
Yeah, that doesn't really even make sense. Yeah, the wording's
Doesn't make any
outside.
sense.
Well, that's because they're patrolling it. But actually, they're not really patrolling it. The Marines are patrolling it. The Marines are patrolling it.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, I digress. Thanks for tuning in. Before I kick it to the 3, I want to say thanks to all the new listeners. We know we got new listeners this week. Mason Wells, Sergeant Type, was quite a hit amongst the E4 Mafia. So a lot of new listeners joining in. Listen, if you're a corporal, sergeant, maybe lance corporal, and you're listening to the show right now, the next 10 minutes or so, you're going to think to yourself, what in the hell is going on? In all those days when you were wondering, why can't I go home right now? And the answer was, well, we got to have formation, and the CO wants to be at formation. The CO was in one of these meetings. And this isn't just me. I'm not speaking for my buddy. This is everyone ever. But I want you to, this is a peek behind the curtain from you of how sausage is made. And sometimes the most important part of the meeting is the meeting itself. And with that, I'll kick it over to the 3.
Okay. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that preamble there. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, commanders, staff, section heads, section chiefs, A/Zulus, and lance corporals that are just filling in because they got told to be here. Let's get things started. We'll go ahead, kick it over to the S1.
Oh, that's you, Trey.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Apologies. I'm just getting back off leave. So it was coming off leave, and then I just take a look at the report card. Report card, all A still, sir.
Oh, wow.
Not really sure how this report card works, but we're, I guess, doing pretty good. Numbers are bumping.
It's not a really A to F thing, but sure.
Oh, what is the scale then, sir? I haven't been briefed on it yet.
Jeff, isn't it like it's just you just want to be, it's like golf. You want a lower score. You want your unit.
Yes, sir. So
I have
we are
no idea.
Yes, sir. So report card. I'll take that back.
Here, keep sidebars to a minimum.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, sir. We are 2 below par then on our report card.
Have we made any birdies? Have we made a couple birdies in, or is that an eagle?
We have, yeah.
Okay.
So we have
War
no
Eagle,
eagles
Auburn.
yet, but we are below par. So outside of that, numbers are bumping. Please get me before we go to the field here in the next couple of weeks. I need your the count of everybody who's going to be going to the field so I can.
Hey, Trash Six here, real quick.
Oh, yes, sir.
Adge, you planning on coming to the field?
Sir, if I don't have to, I will not be there. But if you would like
requirement.
me there,
It's a requirement. Okay, one
then
team,
I will be there. Sir,
one trash, one fight. Yeah, it's not for me. Okay, it's for the Marines. It's for the Marines.
Yes, sir.
It's for everybody in Trash Battalion. Combat Edge. Combat Edge. Get you on a 240 range, Edge. Get you behind the 240. We call you Combat Edge. Had an Edge one time. 240 tail gunner. Great guy back in NAM. Combat Edge. That's what I'm going to call you now, all right? Combat Edge. Hey, appreciate what you do, Edge. Good brief. Good brief.
Back in NAM. It's the lieutenant colonel that was in NAM.
Well, it was for a training exercise. It was a training exercise. It was a bilateral training exercise.
It's a training exercise.
Gentlemen, it's Trash 5. Keep the sidebars to a minimum.
Oh, yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the motor T chief. Could I just go ahead and brief my portion now so I can hang up and then not be the rep part of the rest of this meeting?
We you are a 4 commodity. We do this by warfighting function. You'll be on after the chaplain.
So I have to like stay on this call?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. All right. Hey, gentlemen. At ease. Okay, S2. Okay. Hey, it's a very serious time right now. The Strait is, we don't even know if it's open or closed or whatever. So we're going to kick it over to the Deuce, and the Deuce is going to have some very hot off the press coming through the wire. The red line's ringing. The Deuce is in the vault, getting the latest and greatest. Deuce, what do you have for us?
Sorry, gentlemen, I'm a little out of breath. Just ran from the vault. Good evening, sir, sergeants major, commanders, staff, fellow members of Trash Battalion. My name is Lieutenant Rutherford. I just checked in yesterday. The last guy went to A&S. I just want to be clear that I am a ground intel officer, which means that I'm an 0302. I've been to IOC.
Thank goodness.
And we are monitoring the situation. It's me and 3 Lance Corporals that are in the vault all day. And we are on a bunch of sipper sites looking for the current information on the Strait. And nothing really gets uploaded. So I have 2 Lance Corporals that I leave outside of the vault that are just on X, and they get more live updates from the POTUS, from SecWar, and from everything that's going on X. So I'm not really using the Zipper system that much, but I'm monitoring it. But the Strait is currently closed. It was opened, and then it was closed, and that happened about 9 times today. We don't know what the long-term plan is, but we are monitoring the situation. I also want to update that the laminator is still down. I know that's been an ongoing issue for past S2 administrations, but I'm happy to be here. It's great to meet everybody. I'm super motivated. Semper Fidelis. I have nothing further for the group. S2 out.
Hey, Deuce, if you could let us know what your handle is. And then just retweet anytime. Then we can all just be up to date constantly.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's called Breaking News 911, and I just basically retweet all or repost all of Iran's Lego videos. Great account. I also get a lot of info from Investment Hulk on X. You can go give that a follow as well. Nothing further for the group. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the follow-up question, sir. Sir.
Good brief, Deuce.
Yep.
Good brief.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good brief.
All right, kicking it over to ops. All right, updated the training schedule, right? In light of current events, we've been receiving a lot of trash reps about the disposition and composition of the trash that's coming out of the Strait of Hormuz. So with that, we're going to be conducting a strap trash X, where we're going to go ahead and load all of our dumpsters, our garbage cans, our trash bags, anything that's a receptacle for trash. We're going to go ahead and make sure we can load those up into our quadcons, get them weighed, get them measured, right? We need to be ready to deploy within 48 hours of the balloon going up. And then when the balloon comes down, we need to be ready to then collect that trash, because I'm pretty sure that also falls into our area of responsibility. So just want to let y'all know that's coming down the pipe. Okay, coming down the pipe.
Hey, Trash 6 here, just to echo Trash 3. Nobody thinks you're in the Strait of Hormuz until they're in the Strait. All right? It's all fun and games until you're in the Strait picking up trash. Trash 6 out.
Wait, sir, question. Were you saying that you are straight? Was that what you were saying? That you're straight?
Let's just say I like Venezuela oil. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right, moving on. That was a bit of a off-topic sidebar. Okay, S4 log. What do we got going on logistics wise?
That's huge, right?
No one knows they're in the strait until they're in the strait.
I've always said
yes,
that.
sir.
Never not said that, honestly.
You've always said
It is
that.
true.
You don't know you're in the Strait until you're in the Strait, and then all of a sudden the Strait map. How many times has the Strait of Hormuz come up in 2026? And then tell me how many compared to 2025?
Ooh.
2024. What was the last time you heard of the Strait of Hormuz?
I follow this
2019
account called Strait of
2019.
Hormuz.
Yeah, as one does.
Yeah. I've been following him since 2011.
Okay, real quick for the fans. So basically, Mom, Mr. Campbell, senior type, Ray Toohey, Mason Wells now, maybe. Does Trash 6 need an X account? You guys let us know in the comments.
Ooh.
No, that would be entertaining.
Oh, man, I can't manage.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know?
3, brief for the 4, as I am the 4. Currently, dumpsters are down. We're signing over a couple dumpsters since a bunch of ours are just down. We're signing them over from Recycle Battalion. Should be getting those sometime today,
Recycle Battalion.
hopefully.
Gay.
Yeah.
Now, question. Now, are
Their
those
trebuchet sucks.
dumpsters all going to be blue? And are we going to have to repaint all those dumpsters?
Correct, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
yeah. They are blue dumpsters or green dumpsters. We're gonna have to repaint them.
Okay.
Oh, man, I can't wait to kick Recycle Battalion's butt in the trebuchet competition.
Oh, the trebuchet competition, the tug of war, the trash securing competition.
Oh, man. We need a
butt.
trash-
Recycle Battalion
we need-
makes their trebuchet
we
out
need
of
trash
just
regiment.
recycled
Out of
materials.
crappy plastic bottles.
Yeah.
Man, they don't even throw real trash. They throw recycled trash.
Bunch of hippies.
Yeah, seriously.
Just a bunch of monster cans.
Man.
Bunch of monster cans.
Oh, man.
That's all it would be.
good.
That's all they would be recycling.
Gentlemen, this is Trash 5.
Oh.
Please keep sidebars to a minimum.
Oh, yeah.
We're grown men.
We're grown men.
We're grown men.
Yes, sir. Outside of that, phase mode coming down the pipe here in the next 3
So
to
few
4
people
years,
look
I
at that.
believe. So we're looking to be ready hopefully by next week on that. Outside of that, sir, that's all I have for the group.
Great brief.
Great
Love that.
brief.
Okay.
Good brief. Good brief.
Good stuff. Okay.
Hey, thanks for what you do for Alpha. Hey, have you reconsidered career designation?
No, sir, I have not.
Okay, hey, I just want to schedule a meeting with you. You come in had many a lieutenant think they're going to get out. But once you get 540 days of observed time, come in and talk to me. I think, never judge your first unit as the only unit. This is the best unit. And I actually think the problem is you're in such a great unit that you feel not needed.
It's all downhill from here.
But we put you in a bad unit and you can turn that thing around. Just come in and see. You're an Aggie, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, me too. Yeah, I was a yell leader back in 92. Yeah, come on through. We'll talk. Yeah, I'm a Robert Earl Keane guy. Yeah, I think you got 4 more years of you, West Texas, best Texas. Am I right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, come on in.
Right.
Come have a glass of sweet tea. We'll talk. All right. 3, go ahead.
Great stuff. It's always good to see the mentorship of the young lieutenants there. Okay, hey, we're still in the foreshop, right? We're gonna kick it. Oh yeah,
Auburn.
thank you. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, just pause the brief real quick. Auburn.
Actually,
Don't
I
worry.
got something better. Hang on. We can pause this brief. It turns out we run the show.
Yeah, it turns out we run the brief and the
What
show.
was the old song we said? And it turns out we ain't gay. Here we go.
Yeah.
War Eagle, baby.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
War Eagle.
War Eagle, baby.
Ella Langley, she been super
She been War
popular
Eagle?
lately. Well,
She
she's
was
been
at A-Day.
popping off. I don't know if you guys have heard it. It's underground music. The problem sometimes when we find underground music, we dig it up, and we've essentially built like a monument to her. And now everyone knows who she is, and she listens to the pod.
Obviously.
Potential sponsor, potential guest, and never has she ever worn an Auburn jersey. We make it the number 1 word on the podcast, and now she's running around in an Auburn jersey saying War Eagle. Coincidence?
Stop.
I think not.
No, it's a good point.
She was like, I've always said that. I said, you've never said that.
She's like, well, big fan of
We've
the
always
podcast.
said that. Big fan of the podcast. Anyway, 3 sidebars.
All right. All right. Before shop A, we got Chaplain. We got your slides updated. Hey, appreciate that. I'm just going to read this real quick. Chaplain checking in. Nothing new from my end. I did, however, want to make a quick note of this passage I was reading this week. Unless the Lord builds a house, they who build it labor in vain. Unless the Lord guards a city, the watchman stays awake in vain. Psalm 127, verse 1. Trash 6 wanted me to make it abundantly clear that Trash Battalion, that we are securing the trash with the Lord on our side. Nothing else
Amen.
from my end. Over.
Interesting use of the King James version. I noticed that he didn't indicate whether it was NASB 1995 or ESV.
That's true. He did not. There's no indication.
Yeah. Labor in vain lets you know that it's New King James. If it was Old King James, it would have had a OU. Said he just used OR. Interesting use. I'm going to research Psalm 127:1, figure out why you did that, chaps. But I appreciate it. Yeah. We got any more outlying stations?
We did have one more outline station.
Drive.
Wow,
It was
we
a
got
late
7
shot.
people watching on X right now.
Wow. This is
Hey, Mom.
Billy Mitchell, not to be confused with Billy Martin.
Yeah, never.
Late shot. Who would you rather have driving? Billy Martin or Tiger Woods?
Oh,
I mean, I think Tiger is
question.
still alive.
True, but I don't imagine it was Billy's first time when it was his last time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel
No,
like he
I'm
probably
with
had a
you.
pretty
I'm with you.
solid
I'm just
number
saying,
under his belt.
So I'm a Billy Martin fan over here. Big Billy Martin
Same.
guy.
Same.
I can drive. But Tiger having 4 public ones. So Billy has 1 public one.
True, different era though.
Death. Different era before TikTok.
It might have been a bunch where they just let him slide.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm riding. Who am I kidding? I'm riding with Billy Martin.
You go. We're all riding with Billy.
I'm
right?
riding with Billy. I'm actually going to crash him way before so the Yankees start losing more games.
Trey, who you riding with?
Yeah, probably Billy Martin. I don't know. That's a tough question. That's honestly probably the hardest question we've had on this podcast.
That might be the hardest question I've had in my life.
Potentially.
Tiger
Sponsor.
Woods or Billy Martin?
I feel like
if
you
I
could rip
forget,
cigs
Jeff-
in the car with Billy Martin.
If I forget,
I keep
Jeff,
wondering-
after the episode airs, you need to do a poll on IG. So for everyone that thinks
I like
that Trash Chicks is just capable of managing 4,000 accounts, Jeff does help me on the OK Podcast Instagram. When I say help me, I mean he posts a lot, and BW. I mean, well, BW doesn't post, but BW sends a lot.
BW's
of free
funnels,
content.
a lot of content gets.
BW, yeah. If you want, so this is going to sound like an insult to our own podcast, but it's actually a compliment. If you have like trash that hits your feed, that you're like, I wish I could post this,
Yes.
but like I don't want my aunt to like see it. The OK Podcast is that outlet. It is your trash on display. So just send them over, and we'll put those things on the store. We don't. There's no.
Anonymous.
Yeah. There's no.
It's a dangerous precedent.
There's no
We're gonna get some-
algorithm.
We might get some weird stuff.
There's no algorithm. No. We filter. It is censored.
No.
It is
We're
but like there's
Not
no
filtering
algorithm
nothing.
we're after. We don't have a product we're selling you. This is just where you escape reality.
I'm gonna start sending Jeff some weird stuff.
well, send them to the OK Podcast.
So
that too.
I ate lunch today with.
Oh, good job.
Yeah,
Oh.
thanks.
Who's this,
I
Chow
usually
Talk?
don't eat lunch. No, we're not even done with the staff brief. I
Oh,
wanna throw
right.
this out here. I ate lunch today with former firefighter,
Mhm.
high level official, and a former police officer, high level
Okay.
official. And they tried to talk conspiracy theories. I said, look, you're with me. We just call them theories. And the firefighter, who's Ray Toohey, big fan of the show,
Mhm.
says something like, oh, that should be on the OK Podcast. And the police guy, who I don't really know, I mean, I know a friend of mine, like I'm in a text chat with him now, says, what's the OK Podcast? And I'm like, it's like a small little thing we run. And so, yeah, check it out. And then today, as I was walking to set up, I'm like, what is a former, I don't know police hierarchy, but I'm like, if this guy listens this Friday and he's 27 minutes in, like, does he make it 27 minutes? Does he even know we talked about him? Or is he just like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard? I don't know, but people keep listening. And so we keep creating it. But anyway, I can drive.
I can drive.
I
Okay.
can. Should we start the show, Trey? We wasted 30 minutes.
Might as well. Yeah. That was.
Yeah.
You said we're not done with the staff brief, so.
Oh, trash
we
checks
done?
out. Attention on deck.
Attention on deck!
Chairs flying, coffee cups spilling, Sergeant Major running behind them. Okay, staff brief over.
Whew. Hey, great brief. All right, yeah, let's start the show. Should we start it?
Let's get this thing going.
All right.
Get my note taking gear out real
Yeah,
quick.
okay, good to go. Good to go, Marine.
All right, go ahead, sir.
I want to hear about this is the first topic in there, and it's the first topic I want to talk about because what's the new Bangin Chow push?
Oh, dude, I got a new Bangin Chow push.
Oh, I
I'm
love
like
a good
so
Chow push.
all in on this. It can be chicken or it can be beef.
Okay.
And
Versatile.
wife's pregnant. In case you're not listening to the show, got a second daughter coming in September. Got a toddler. Let's just say there's not a lot of time for my wife to be digging through cookbooks and making I don't know, Bobby Boufflé. Is that a guy?
Yeah.
Bobby Boufflé. Yeah. He was a water boy.
He was a water boy and a celebrity chef.
It says Bobby Boufflé on. You meant Bobby Flay.
Yeah.
But then you also confuse him with Bobby Boucher. That's just, I had to dissect
Dyslexia. Yeah, thanks, Trey.
That's
Anyway,
great. That's
she
great.
didn't have time to go into Bobby Boufflé cookbooks.
I would buy that
And
cookbook though.
and she I've never seen Waterboy in case anyone was curious.
Yeah, I figured.
She feels bad. I know it's like one of the movies I'm supposed to watch, but I just haven't.
Nah.
Imagine if I was on the Massonomics, has he seen it? The answer is just no. But in any event, I said, babe, literally, if you just make chicken or beef, I'm so happy. Like you feed the daughters and yourself, whatever, like chicken or beef, I'm happy. And she's like, great. I'm at Costco. What do you need? I'm like, I need like 4 gallons of Greek yogurt. And she's like, 4 gallons. I said, yeah, you always buy me that like little tub. It's like the size of a coffee mug. And that's like not even a meal. So she stocks up on Greek yogurt and she's been cooking me for dinner, either like chicken chunks, which could be thighs or breast. I prefer thighs. Let me tell you, white people in America, you guys eating chicken breast are idiots. Eat the thighs. It's way better. But it's chopped up chicken, cooked, or beef, ground beef, or bison, deer meat, whatever. Doesn't matter. You're missing the point that I haven't made yet. You get a hunk of meat, chicken, beef, venison, whatever. You put it in a bowl.
Okay.
Then you put like a cup of Greek yogurt on.
Okay.
Plain Greek yogurt.
Is there another type of Greek yogurt?
Well, sometimes they're flavored.
Oh, flavored. Yeah. Plain. Yeah. Plain, like whole
Plain
fat Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
And then you get, I got to look in the Slack channel where we talk about lifting, life, and love to get this right. My preferred is when my wife takes the chili de arbol, which is chili of the tree, translated for you non-Mexican types, and it's ground in oil, and it's chili oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So like that, except way more chilies. So it's like think crushed red pepper in a hot oil. And the one we've been using that she bought is called Fly by Jing. I know. Forget Pearl Harbor for a second. Fly by Jing. Sichuan.
Szechuan.
That one. Chili crisp.
Chinese.
Well, well, you know what I mean. In any event, you take the meat, you add the yogurt, and then you put that spicy chili in and you mix it up. And it is, dude, that is my new Bangin' Chow push. It is incredible. Go ahead.
So you have the hot meat. So it's like comes straight off.
You save all the juices, all the oil, with the fat,
and then
whatever.
you put cold
yogurt.
Greek yogurt on it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you add in the spice.
Okay. To one's preference.
Right. Which mine is heavy. If I'm not sweating, like if I'm wearing, the test for me
why
is like,
eat it? Yeah.
Right. I should have a hat on at the start of the meal. And 3 bites in, I should want to take the hat off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a Bangin' Chow push. Like it is.
That is a good job.
I'm loving it. And every time, I probably had it over the last 2 weeks, I've probably eaten it 8 nights and 14 days. And at the end of it, every time I said, man, Diana, you are the best cook in the world. And she's like, I literally just like brown chicken for you. And I'm like, it's the best. Yeah, that's my new Bangin' Chow push. I'm all in.
Like
I'm all in.
You
could add rice if you wanted.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. You could add rice if you wanted.
Because I've been trying to find things easy for, like, if I'm out of town, for Kitchen 6 to cook for the little ones.
Hold
when I'm out of
off
town.
on the spice.
Yeah. So I feel
start
like
them young.
drop the spice off. And then I feel like that would be a pretty big hit with like kids.
Yeah, I actually have not given any to Isabella, but I think she would like. There's something about the yogurt and like the ground beef and the chicken, but like I'm all in. It's great meal.
Yeah, it's like no carbs. That's
and so there was one night where Diana was eating it with me, and she made rice, and I put some rice in mine, and that only makes it even better. But at that point, all I could think about was like a handmade tortilla, and you just put the whole concoction inside the tortilla and wrap it up.
Yeah.
That's good cooking.
But yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Wives, it's not hard. Ground beef, Greek yogurt, sashimi peppers or whatever they're called.
And what's funny is you could probably eat that literally you could switch chicken, beef, pork every night.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you would be happy.
Oh, the happiest. Like I never need a side dish, like vegetables.
Like if you were single by yourself, like that's what you would eat for this month.
Yes. That's
Just make
all
it by
I
the
Yeah.
bucket. Yeah.
ever. Anyway, it's my new Bangin'
That
Chow.
sounds pretty good, man.
That's
Yeah,
good.
no, I
Bangin'
need
Chow
to find that oil, whatever brand that is.
Yeah, it's in the Slack channel.
Okay.
I'll post it on the IG story after the episode airs so people know what I'm talking about. I'll actually probably
Potential
post it
sponsor.
before it airs so people are confused. It's the chili
Nice.
crisp are, yeah, they're good. It's at Whole Foods.
Okay.
Diana buys it. Warning, don't put it on your counter. It's the same thing with like the Mexican variety of this. Those chili oil, it'll be in a glass container and somehow it like oozes out. It's crazy. So I actually keep it in a little Ziploc bag in the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. It's a new Bangin' Chow push.
I love a good
That
chow
sounds pretty
push.
good.
All right. Hey, good
Chow
stuff.
talk.
Oop, gotta get back to the slides.
Up,
Okay.
up.
I need to add one on there. I had a question I'm gonna add on there. We'll get to it later.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
get to it. We'll get to it later.
We'll get
We'll
to
put
it.
a pin. We'll put a pin in that one.
Yeah, put it in the
Uh,
parking lot. Put it in the parking lot.
Not a topic in the posts here, but Trey, we got a potty training update. Still a
yeah.
Trey's training update, just a different type of training update.
Yeah, I feel like we've made strides. One of them,
So they're still
Is-
pooping.
like throughout, like their life.
Just in general. Yeah. Okay,
Like
good.
that is
Yeah,
still-
we're making strides. We're making
Okay.
strides.
We're making strides. So both are kind of like interested in the like sitting on the toilet, which is good because you've been just bribing them, right? As
Smart.
we've talked previously, it's a transaction, and so they both do it. And then one has gotten to the point now to where she's like, "Hey, I need to go," and most of the time she's like, "Oh, I need to go," and then you're like rushing over there. What I've had to kind of tell, I'm kind of coaching Abby on it because we critique.
You're coaching your wife, Mark Ripitos.
She critiques me. I critique. It's a learning experience. We're learning together. So she'll go, "Hey, I need to go potty." Joy. And then Abby just like flat out sprints at her like a crazy person. And then the kid freaks out because she's like, "Oh, this woman is sprinting at me," and runs away. I'm like, "Hey, slow, smooth is fast on this one."
Always said that.
We've always said that. But no, it's overall, man, it's gotten better. I feel like Joy is picking it up and then Ray is getting back into it. So,
Putting it
heading in the
down.
right
That
direction.
linear progression.
Man.
I was at the
No.
park today. Diana had like a doctor's appointment. So I left work, came back, and there was like hey, I'm going to watch her at this portion of the day. Went over to the park, and there's a couple there, older, definitely grandparent types. And I start talking to them. This is going to get back to potty training. I promise this is on topic. And Isabella's there. There's a little girl there, like playing in the sand. I'm like, "How old is she?" And they're like, "Oh, she's 1 year, 5 months." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, like my daughter's, a year and a half." English a little broken. I start trying to speak Ukrainian to him. Doesn't work super well. Yes, I know a lot of Ukrainian, but they're like, "Oh, do you understand Russian?" I'm like, not as much as I would. I'm more of a Ukraine guy. So I'm talking to them. They're from Bulgaria. They come out for a month. Their kids live here. The daughter's lived here for 9 years. She married an American guy from Ohio. All roads run through Toledo. I've always said that.
Always.
And we're sitting there talking, and they said, "Is she potty trained?" Oh, no. They said, "Does she wear diapers?" I'm like, "Yeah, she's a year and a half." Like, "Oh, in Bulgaria, no diapers." And I'm like, "Because like you can't afford them or what?" they're like, no, in Bulgaria, no diapers. You just teach your baby. And I was like, oh, so your daughter's not teaching your baby. They're like, no, big problem, big fight. She wear diapers. We no like diapers. And I'm like, oh. And then the guy's like, continue to talk to me. Isabella's running off to look at planes and dogs. I'm like, yo, I gotta go. I own a gym. Give this to your neighbor or to your kids. Maybe they live in the neighborhood. Maybe they like the gym. Isabella goes and chases his dog. I come back. I go to put her in the little push cart and leave. And the guy's like, look, Bulgaria, #1 weightlifting. And he's like showing me his phone. And there's some like competition going on right now. And Bulgaria's like winning in weightlifting. And I was like, yeah, cool. Anyway, Bulgarians don't potty train their kids. They just train their kids.
Dude, that's actually pretty common. I remember, so we ordered like a Halloween costume for the kids, and there was like a flap on the back of it, and so the costume it came from, was it China at some point? So in China, there's a bunch
Japan.
of like on kids' clothing. Yeah, and so on kids' clothing, there's like a flap where the rear end is, and then apparently all they do is they just like if they start going, they just kind of hold them off to the side. And just let them go. And that's pretty common.
I got friends from Taiwan, gym members. They got 2 sons, and they just stare at their sons all day, or did. The kids are like 3 and 5 now and potty trained. They just like stare at them all day, and they're like, "That's the face," and they just hold them over the toilet. And I'm like, I don't know.
You save a fortune.
Do you? Because you're not working, because you're sitting at home just staring at.
Well, I say it's a trade-off. You're like constantly on edge, probably anxious.
Yeah,
but like
edging nonstop.
Nah, you're like.
Was that a poop face? Was that? Dang! It was. We're a little late
for the diaper. But anyway, it's potty training update.
That's pretty common apparently.
Why we're off topic, Trey? You got a lifting update?
No, keep going.
Okay, next slide. Push.
All right, push.
Before we push, this episode is brought to you by BWTaxLLC.com, BW Tax Advisory Group. If you need your taxes done, which turns out, if you're an American, you need them done. How else are we going to fund the A10 warthogs? You need someone that wants to give money to fund the awesomeness that is the U.S. military, but keep as much money in your pockets as you can possibly have. Small business owner, maybe you're a military guy, maybe you're just a W-2 guy. Maybe you bought a house, maybe you sold a house, maybe you inherited something, and you're like, you know what? Maybe TurboTax isn't the answer this year. I kid you not, and I know we are silly on this podcast. Right now, having just done taxes is actually the best time to hit up BW, because he'll tell you like, hey, this year at this time, send me these things. At this time, send me these things. And he's playing the long game. He's thinking ahead, right? There's a bunch of amateurs that come in on April 5th and say, BW, do my taxes. And he's going to get you the best deal that someone could with 10 days. But you give that guy a year, you can't afford not to. BWTaxLLC.com. This podcast is also brought to you by Mr. Helmet, Green Gridiron, Green. Mr. Helmet is a guy out of Greenville, South Carolina, same as BW, and he makes helmet stickers for a living. And he puts them, if you watch college football, the NFL, college football, you have seen Mr. Helmet. You've seen Mr. Helmet. He's big time. He's real big time. And he can do anything. He can do custom helmets. You can get a helmet with a visor. You can get a helmet without a visor. But go over to Mr. Helmet. It's not MrHelmet.com. It's Green Gridiron or Gridiron Green. Click the link below. Get yourself a helmet. Back over to you.
Great stuff.
I will say, I did text Grant, I think it was on Wednesday, and I go, hey, I feel pretty good about lifting today.
You did.
And then literally 5 minutes later, after I text him that, I get a call from the daycare and be like, hey, your kid's running a fever. Come pick him up.
So
and I was like,
when I asked you about a lifting update, I was actually baiting you to our conversation. And so I thought maybe you didn't want to talk about it. I'm gonna read it to you. Trey sent me
Since you brought it up.
Trey sent me a Gym Radar update. Trey sent me, he goes, Jim, said, what a great gym name. And he sends me a screenshot of his gym on Gym Radar. If you're not on Gym Radar, go to gymradar.com, build your gym at Strenko Plates. If you don't know Strenko Plates, go buy Strenko Plates. Podcast powered by Strenko. He said, I think so. I said, photos are going to be lit, which was a little zinger, meaning you made a gym, but you didn't put photos in it yet. Still haven't put photos in it, but I believe in you. And he just writes back. So I say about at 11:40, photos are going to be lit. He writes back at 11:42. I have a good feeling about lifting today. I don't even see the text yet. At 12:02, 20 minutes later, he says, right when I send this, daycare call saying kid has 103 and is throwing up. Going to be a fun night. And I said, actually not funny at all. You don't get to lift or have a good night.
Yeah.
That's what they call it parenting.
Yeah, it's been a long week, brother.
Parenting and podcasting, two hardest things you'll do in life.
That's true.
That's true.
Yep.
Dang.
And
Always
not in a
said
certain
that.
order. Yeah.
Hey, parenting's tough to do against tall grass.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I love how off topic we are today. It's great.
Nah, we're
Next
doing
slide.
great. We're doing
Someone said,
great.
who's the guest? I said, nah, we just need a week of just constant nonsense. All right.
Yeah, right.
Our system. Yeah.
Yeah. Potato. Potato.
Hey, potato. Since we didn't have any Trey's lifting updates, Grant, you put in there a weightlifting competition. I believe
Yeah.
someone from the gym.
Yeah,
was in
Big
one.
Brad, former Marine, E4 Mafia
Oh, bro.
type, his starting strength coach at the gym, Brad Mullenkamp. I think he listens to the podcast. I hope he does.
His job depends on it.
Yeah, his job depends on it. Brad, if you don't text me, I listen to this podcast, you're going to be fired.
You're
No,
fired.
he messaged me sometime in the chaos of I'm back in America, but I'm still in command and in New Jersey all the time, and was like, "Will you handle me at this meet on whatever day?" And I just said, "Dude, I can't think until I'm no longer my buddy, Godfather 6, asked me post March 23rd. I totally data dump it. Like, just, I was in New Jersey when he said it, just completely gone. So he messaged me Wednesday and says, hey, the meet's this Sunday. Can you still handle me? And I think, oh man, I totally forgot about that. And I look, I'm like, yeah, I'll handle you. In Brad's defense and my defense, he actually also forgot about the meet and didn't sign up for it until the Wednesday before it occurred on Sunday. But so I go to a weightlifting meet, and I have been to weightlifting meets before. I haven't done like an official like USA weightlifting meet, but I've done like plenty of CrossFit like weightlifting meets where it's snatching clean jerks. And I say plenty, like probably like 6, where like you put the singlet on, like you're competing kind of deal.
And to clarify for the listeners, when we say weightlifting, where he's using the proper term of like, this is the snatch and the clean and jerk, not like bench, squat, deadlift. This is
Dude, do you ever
weightlifting
just-
or
do you ever-
Olympic weightlifting, as some might say. So
Do you ever just like snap and you're back in Fort Sill, Oklahoma at Jim DeNofa's gym? And he's
Yep.
like, there's 2 sports that lift weights. One is powerlifting. That's the squat, bench, and deadlift. Everyone's fat and really strong. The second one is weightlifting. In every other country besides America, they call it weightlifting. In America, we call it Olympic weightlifting so that we can tell people this happens on the Olympics. I'm like, wait, Jim, do you want us to call it something else? No, I just want to be clear. So yeah, snatch and clean and jerk. So anyway, I hadn't been to one in a while. And it was just funny. Like the coaches are in the back in the warm-up room. They have like fanny packs on. And everyone has like a note card, and they're like super, like they act like they're, what's the movie that was popular last year of the guy that, or maybe 2 years ago, the guy that made the nuke?
Oh, Oppenheimer.
Ratatouille. Oh, Oppenheimer.
Yeah, Oppenheimer. I was thinking Ratatouille. Like they act like they're like figuring out like some complex situation where really it's just Matt Damon and, hey, you like apples? How you like these apples kind of deal. And so no, it was just funny. Like Olympic weightlifters are just way different than powerlifters.
Yeah.
They're just like there's way more screaming. There's way more than there is in powerlifting. And it was just fun to observe. Brad did great, by the way, 6 for 6.
Nice.
Went pretty conservative, wanted to do well. He could have done more weight, in my opinion. Had some gym members come out. Yeah, it was fun. It was just
Hell yeah.
the cultures it was funny.
I love it.
It was fast, by the way. 2 hours. I got there at 10.
Yeah, I bet that is quick.
And like we left at 12:30, and it just goes by. The weight on the bar just goes up, which it kind of does in powerlifting, but in powerlifting it's like flights, whereas like in weightlifting, it's like Trey does 60 kilograms, and then if Trey doesn't update his weight, then he automatically gets put to 61, which means he has 1 minute to go out there and do 61 kilograms. But if he ups his weight, it adds like a minute. And so there's like this like strategy that like coaches are trying to like achieve. And it's like, come on, like this is a recreational meet.
What is a handler? Is that, are you coaching, or is that a different thing?
I mean, I hope Brad feels like I coach. I don't think I coach. It's basically like, hey, you're in the warm-up room. I'm the guy making sure throughout the event what's happening, and like making sure like, yeah, you should do your last warm-up now. You're going to go next. You got 5 minutes, and you're just kind of like big picturing the event itself. So like people hire us to do it for powerlifting or weightlifting, and you're just like, you're going and talking to the meet director and being like, we want 105 kilograms next. And so the idea is that the lifter is just someone is
so
like
you're taking care of
just all the
extracurriculars. Yeah. Like, hey, you should hit your last warm up now, which would mean 7 minutes from now, you'll most likely do your next, lift. I mean, it's a service we sell, so I shouldn't undersell it, but it's useful. And it's also like, you just have someone in your corner, like when you walk out to lift, someone's like, hey, that looked like really good. Good job. Like we should make a 10 kilogram jump or whatever the case is.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Handler.
Interesting.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know y'all had that service. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's for the local South California types.
The yokels.
The yokels.
Local yokels.
Well, you could do it virtually, and then then they have to hire another person that just carries around the laptop.
Just carry the phone. Yeah. The handler.
No, but only on a laptop. It has to be a laptop.
Yeah, I have 2 handlers.
Oh, I have no input. I just carry stuff.
I'm just
Carry
a
this
laptop.
phone.
I'm just here for the laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually, I don't get paid if I talk.
Yeah. I actually never get paid. Grant never pays me, but I'm here. Says he's gonna pay me. He just keeps giving me okay podcast.
He said I could be a guest on the
t-shirt every now and
podcast.
He said I'd be a future guest. It's been 106 episodes, still not a guest.
Grant pays people in ice helmets. Yeah.
Yeah. We have had an outpouring of the E4 Mafia trying to come on the pod since last week.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Get him on, man. That was fun.
Get him on.
Let's do it. Okay, another sport, like a local sporting news for Orange County, I'm guessing, or maybe just South California. ADCCs. It's jiu-jitsu.
yeah.
I have no clue what that acronym is. But some sort of tournament, it sounds like. I saw some stuff.
Jocko was there. How's that for you?
Hey.
Wow. He's at the Arnold.
It stands for did you meet him there?
No, I saw him. I saw his big head from like across.
Oh no, that's great.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I want to talk about. It stands for the Abu Dhabi Combat Club.
Ooh,
Submission
I
fighting.
never would have guessed that.
Yeah, submission
It's
fighting.
it's kind of like live golf.
It's kind of like live hard, live easy. Lift hard, live easy.
Right. Exactly.
It is the world's most prestigious no grappling tournament, also often called the Olympics of grappling.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, it is. I learned a lot about. Do you guys? What's you guys' like knowledge of BJJ?
I know it exists.
What scale? What's the scale? One to.
I know.
Scale is 1 to 3 daughters under the age of 1. That's how we've always rated things. So, like, if you have no kids, you don't know. If you have 1 kid, you know a little bit. If you have twins and a kid, you know a lot.
So then I would be like no kids.
You'd be no kids. All right.
Yeah.
I'd be like maybe like 1 on the way.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, so you know a little bit.
Terrible scale.
That's a great scale. That's the only scale. That's the only scale we're going to use. I think that makes a lot of sense. So Trey said he's single. Jeff said he is 1 on the way, which probably implies he's married, which like people married trying to have kids have not. Like, I think that's a great scale. My knowledge is a lot of people that do BJJ want to get stronger. And therefore, we have a lot of clients, whether it's online or in the gym, that are like, they find starting strength because they're like, I'm BJJ, I want to get bigger. If you haven't seen it, go to Google, type in how to get Jack Strength Co. And you'll find a video of my cousin Placido, who was fighting in like the 160s. Yeah, former guest. Fighting in the 160s. Got him on starting strength. Went all the way up 220. Everyone thought he was on steroids. He's not. Long story longer. He messages me and my wife is like, hey, I'm coming to SoCal. I'm doing the ADCCs. And I'm like, what's the ADCC? He's like, jiu-jitsu tournament. Yeah, ADCs. Yeah, Isabella's working on that too. Jiu-jitsu tournament in Pomona, which is it's 30 miles from us, which against tall traffic grass could be really long. But on a Saturday, not too bad. And so I'm like, yeah, we'll come out and see you. And so we put it on the calendar. He told us, a month in advance, unlike Brad. And we went out there on Saturday. It was really good to see him. And he fights under John Danaher. If we have any jiu-jitsu listeners, well, so Jeff knows. Jeff just said he's expecting, and he knows John Danaher's like, I don't know this sport, full disclaimer, but he's like the biggest name in coaching for BJJ.
Yeah, super legit.
And Placido is like his, what do we call him, McMap? The guy that holds the suitcases? Uki. Placido's basically.
holds the suitcases.
No, you know what I'm talking about, right, Jeff? They tell you to pretend like you're holding a suitcase. So you stand there with your hands on each side, like making a fist, and they grab your hand. I'm not wrong. That's how I was taught. That's how my tan belt went. In any event, he was the Uki. And then being a part of like thousands of instructional videos, got like really good and then got really strong doing the Strength Co method. And so he was at ADCCs. And so we went, and I'll tell about how he did, and then we'll just talk jiu-jitsu culture because it's really funny. But so we go to the event, and I'm trying to like figure it out. And at one point he's like, hey, can you come warm up with me? And I'm like, brother, I like know how to warm up a 500-pound squat. I have no idea. He's like, no, I just need like someone heavy to throw around. I'm like, okay. So I'm like on the mat with him, like Gordon Ryan's there. Jocko Willnick's there. All these big names are there. And Placido's like, I'm just going to keep like throwing you up. And whenever I throw you up, like put your hands in the mat. So he's like doing something weird with his feet. My body wants to like go flying. And I just like put my hands in the mat. And he's like flipping me this way and that way. And I'm like, okay. And then his first match gets called. And it was way better than expected. My expectations were low. I know Placido listens sometimes. I hope he listens to this one. I was like, I love my cousin. I don't really want to go watch jiu-jitsu. Dude, the fights were so fun. Yeah, they were, and I don't know if it's because it's like I got blood on the other side, but like they're like choking each other, like hands to the throat, head to the dick. It sounds gay, but like it was like it was intense. And so he wins all 3 matches, which puts him in the top 16. I think it was like 253 competitors, which puts him to day 2. So he did really well. All the ones he did, he won. Jocko was there. I'm standing there with John Danaher, and Placido's going to go on in like 5 minutes. And I'm kind of talking to him. I'm talking to like Placido's other guy that he's got there. And I'm like, oh, that's Jocko. And he's like 10 feet from me. And his neck is bigger than I thought. I've also seen him at the Arnold, but that dude's head is like huge. And
Big dome.
he's not getting like mogged, I think, as the kids say, like someone would at the Arnold. But people are like, oh, it's Jocko. And they're going up and saying stuff. And there was like a brief moment in me where I was like, oh, I should go say hey. And I was like, nah, I'm just going to like let him go. And then I asked,
Are you wearing Origin?
I wasn't wearing my Origin
Oh.
jeans. Yeah, I was wearing strength.
You got to always be wearing Origin because you never know when you're going to run into Jocko.
But his daughter
That's
was
true.
there. His daughter was there fighting.
Oh, yeah.
And when I found that out, I was like, I actually want to leave him alone even more because he's like just trying to be here to support. But anyway,
Right.
it was it was fun. It was a big event. Kloster did really well. It was fun to watch him. I was gonna go Sunday after the weightlifting stuff, but he lost in overtime. So there's like a 6-minute match. The first 3 minutes is just submission. So like you can win in the first 3 minutes if someone taps out. You can win in the second 3 minutes. I'm butchering this. If you're a jiu-jitsu person, I'm butchering it. I'm sorry. You can also win in the second 3 minutes based off submission, but you can also win in points. So like basically if the whole my understanding is if the whole 6 minutes goes and no one submits, then they look at the second 3 minutes and they're like, Trey did these 4 moves against Jeff, which was better than what Jeff did against Trey. He went some kind of scoring system.
Oh, that's so subjective.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's rigged. So he lost, and the guy he lost to ended up winning the whole thing.
Oh, sure.
So yeah, it's fun. But it's like everyone's like barefoot. The place just smells like urine, vomit, and sweat. Like it is.
Oh, awesome.
It's
a
not a
good gamble.
powerlifting meet. It's not a strongman meet. It's not a weightlifting meet. It's like a whole. Everyone has cauliflower ear and 5,000 tattoos. Like it's just so interesting. Like seeing, like you look at everyone. I'm like, oh, you're like trying to look a certain way to like fit into this group, and that's nothing against them. That I actually,
it's just the
if
culture.
that sounded mean. It's just I don't mean it like that. It's just like you know this culture. I don't know this culture. You were like doing a certain thing to be in this culture. But yeah, I really wanted to go back Sunday. Brad's meet was really fun. Actually, got me like fired up about weightlifting. But I was really hoping he won his first meet so that I could go back because it was a really good time. Anyway, Jocko came up. He was like, "Hey, okay, podcast, can I be on episode 107? I'm busy next week."
Nah, we're busy.
We're pretty booked
Busy,
up, Jocko. We'll reach out to you.
Yeah, we'll get you on right after Rogan.
Yeah. We got a lot of guests. Oof. Should we talk some sports?
I was hoping Trey was going to take that. Trey's looking at Utah Mammoth versus Vegas. Oh, is there still games going?
Yeah, 2 right now.
Oh, 2-2.
Let me give a little
Come on,
primer.
Mammoth.
Let me get a little primer for sports. Trey, what's your
Okay.
basketball team?
NBA?
Yeah, like in your state. I know you don't care about the NBA.
I get
Come on.
basketball team in the state. I guess I'm more of a Spurs guy, I guess.
Oh, you were going.
I
that
don't
way.
know.
I thought you were. Which one's in the playoffs?
Spurs.
I would assume
and
Spurs.
Rockets?
I thought it
I always
was the
forget about the
Mavericks
Rockets.
and the Spurs.
Mavericks
They're both
are
in. They're both in.
Mavericks are in the
in.
playoffs?
Yes, and they
didn't
all
know that.
came out. The starting 5 came out in Ella Fella t-shirts, and Ella Langley saw it and sent them all custom like Mavs hoodies that say Ella Fellas. And they've been wearing
Oh,
them.
dang. Yeah, I think she sent the Dallas Stars some also.
Was it the Stars? Am I wrong? Was it?
I mean,
Dude,
that's
Let's
the one
look
I
it
saw.
up.
That's
Okay,
that was
then
the
I
one that
could be
popped
wrong.
up.
I thought it was NBA. Ella Langley, Dallas team. Let's see what.
Because I don't think the
tells me.
I don't think the Mavericks are
Stars.
very
You're right.
good.
Stars. You're right. It's the Stars. It's the Stars. Yeah.
The Stars
Mavs are
at
terrible this
night.
Are big and bright. Yeah. Dallas Stars player receives surprise gifts from country music superstar. So they are Ella Fellas.
Woo-wee. I think our shirts are in the mail too from her.
Oh
Like
yeah,
in
she loves
custom
our pod.
OK podcast.
She always tells me
Hello,
that.
fella.
What'd
Pretty cool.
you call her?
Yeah, no,
nothing.
don't bring it up. I didn't call her
Trey.
anything. I think on The Sopranos they say "hua."
Ooh,
Yeah, hua. We're saying hua for you army types.
who?
Playoff hockey. Speaking of
Playoff
stars,
hockey.
how's Utah
How the Stars doing? Utah, we're down one. We're down a game, but tied right now, 2-2. So we'll see.
Hey,
We'll see what happens.
I'm still kind of bitter that they went with the mammoth as a mascot.
I just like
What was it?
Utah hockey.
Utah
Club.
Hockey Club.
It's
Dude.
so cool. It's like it's so clean. It's like
You think
calling
she
your
just left
company the
it?
strength company.
Oh, dude, I
Just
feel
do
like
anything.
It's just simple. Yeah.
I think kind of appreciate it, but I can see why they would want like a mascot from just like a marketing.
When was the last time there was a mammoth in Utah?
I don't know, probably a while ago.
It's probably Wooly.
Probably.
Let me search real quick. Last time there.
Probably in the bottom of the Salt Lake. Hey, by the way,
Do,
I forgot to say it in the opener. Jeff is not a Mormon.
Okay, thank
That's
you.
true.
Thanks. Yeah, still
Yeah.
not.
Does,
Still not. About 10,000 to 11,000 years ago, they think approximately that the mammoth.
I mean,
roamed
I don't even
Utah.
believe the Earth has been around that long.
I
so-
mean, it definitely hasn't.
yeah.
Well, they were
the
flattening
mammoth-
it out. That's what they were doing.
They weren't native.
You guys
to
ever been to the
Utah?
Chesapeake Bay?
Well,
6
yeah.
inches of drop every mile. Am I right?
You're right. You are right. You are right.
It's funny. So the mammoth weren't even native to Utah, but they go, we got to get down there because we want a hockey team.
You know, hockey team.
They go, we're playing the long game. We're thinking
Playing the long
about
game.
10,000 years from now. They're going to need a good
Get
mascot.
hockey.
And you know what? We're just the animal to
And
do
we're
it.
going to be
You got to head down south.
we're going to be the greatest rival to the Golden Knights in all of sports. It's going to
When
be
I think of Knights, when you think of Knights, what do Knights always slay?
Mammoth.
Dragons.
Mammoth.
Oh,
No, that's
Oh,
what
right,
mis-
mammoth.
That's what.
That's a misnomer.
Yeah, that's what
It's not.
Big
It's not
yeah.
dragons.
dragon wants you to think.
Yeah, big dragon.
West
Dragon
Texas
Company.
is the best Texas. Hey, I got to call my buddy back.
Big
We'll come back to
dragon.
hockey. I got a call today. I was with my daughter, and I'm gonna redo this for Trey. He goes, I answer the phone on the number. Strenko, this is Grant. Hey, it's Barry. Oh, what's up, Barry? What can I do? Hey, I got a problem with the weights you sent. I said, well, what's the matter? You need more? No, I just got a shoulder problem. It's Barry. Remember the rancher? I said, oh, you're from Eden, Texas. He goes, no, not Eden, Texas. Next county over. My phone says Eden, Texas, but basically College Station. I said, oh, yeah, Barry, yeah, I'm actually with my daughter. Oh, I don't want to interrupt that. Children are a blessing from the Lord. You call me back when you got time. I got some lifting questions for you. And I haven't called Barry back yet, but I will.
Oh. I like this. You
Salt
got
of the earth,
to
man.
develop this relationship so we can get him as a guest on the podcast.
We gotta
I like
get
this
him on the
cool
podcast. He
We
just
gotta
calls
get
me.
Barry.
Like I'm his buddy.
Hey, it's
Hey,
Barry. Okay.
Just,
Okay.
Okay.
it's not a question about the weights. It's just a question of how to use the weights. Is I guess what the question is.
I think where the question's going, and I will remind me to update this next week. I bet my gamble is, and that was literally our conversation ended. I bet he's calling to ask me if he should buy a Mars bar.
Ah.
I bet that's where the question's headed because he said shoulder mobility. He's calling the store. He's a faithful listener, not to this podcast, to God. And yeah, bet it's about the Mars bar. Different
Okay,
podcast. God's
okay.
podcast.
Ooh.
All right, Barry. All right.
All right, Barry.
All right, back to hockey.
Bruins put
Mammoth
me on
just
edge,
scored.
man. Up 2-0. I was texting my buddy Caleb Smith. I hope Caleb listens to the pod. We should have Caleb on, actually, attorney down in Florida, Tampa Bay fan. He
That game.
Yeah, that game. Did they win tonight in overtime?
Yeah, they
They
did
did,
win. They
yeah.
did
Okay,
win.
good.
Gotta
Yeah.
win that game.
He's my sports buddy. I mean, I got a lot of sports buddies, but it's like if there's a game on, if you text Caleb, he's watching it. Like anytime, right? Like you guys are great at sports, but it's like
He's
if
a
it's-
different level.
if it's 1 a.m. in Texas, Trey's asleep, right? If it's
Yeah.
3 a.m. in Florida, Caleb's watching whatever game's on. And so it's like whenever I find myself watching a game, I'll just text him about it. And so we have this banter with hockey. He knows I'm a Bruins fan. He's a Tampa Bay guy. We both hate the Florida Rats. Where we always say it's a barstool comment that being up 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in sports. And so Bruins go up 2-0, and I text him, most dangerous lead in sports. And he writes back, always said that, which makes me think he listens to the podcast. I'm not sure. And sure enough, did the Bruins blow that game, man. It was crazy. I came home. I was out with my daughter, and what was that, Sunday? That was Sunday. So I come back from the meet. My wife's tired. I said, I'm just going to take Isabella for a couple hours. And I leave. And as I'm coming back, BW texts me and says, you watching the Bruins? And I see it, and I don't even open it yet. And I'm like, oh, right, the Bruins are on. And I walk into my house, and Diana has the Bruins game on, and she's ordered a pizza, Pregnant Life, and is eating it. And I just send BW Tax a photo back of Diana eating a pizza watching the Bruin. He's like, dude, your wife is amazing. I just got my wife to order Papa John's. I was like, yeah, she's the best. So anyway, they blew that game. And then tonight, up 4-0, I was coaching in the gym, had the game on. They go up 4-0, a lot of fights, really exciting. I'm like, oh, money in the bank, come back, getting ready to go on the pod. And freaking Buffalo scores two shots, and I was nervous there for a second.
Nah, I remember I texted. I'm like, Bruins won't lose.
Diana was so mad at you
They got
guys.
this.
Of all the sports I've tried to get her into, Celtics, Red Sox, Gamecocks. The only thing that like she's like actually into is the bees. And she was like, Jeff jinxed it. And I was like, yeah, he's got skin in the game now. He's a Mammoth guy. And then tonight she was like, now Trey's trying to jinx it. And I was like, if they only knew the wrath of a pregnant woman, they would not try to jinx it.
We're trying to jinx it. You know.
Oh, no, I for sure.
Yeah, I know. Trey was. But
Yeah.
respect. Mammoth up 3-2 live update. So all the listeners can follow along on Friday. Let's go,
Yeah.
Mammoth. Yeah, I guess people were flying to, like, people from Salt Lake City were flying to Vegas and getting tickets to see it at Vegas's arena or whatever because it was cheaper than like the tickets here in Salt Lake. I guess were like super expensive.
Is the Salt Lake one? Is it like? Do they split it with the basketball team or is it
They do.
strictly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's with the Jazz. So like they
Benny
didn't.
and the Jets.
They're gonna make renovations to it because it's like it wasn't built with hockey in mind. So there's like seats that if you're sitting up high enough,
Can't see anything.
like the corner. Yeah, some of like the corners are like cut off, or you can't see like the goal from some places. So they're gonna I think raise the floor or something like that. It's some big project that Ryan Smith's gonna dump a bunch of money into.
Oh,
That's good.
good guy.
That's good.
Ryan Smith.
Yeah. No, I bet that's it's a crazy atmosphere, man.
It's good, man. People, yeah, have really embraced it, and I think it's helped that in their second season they're like in the playoffs. So I think that's always like recipe for success. Of like, all right, first season always has all the hype, but then if like in 2 or 3 seasons the team isn't very good, then like it falls off kind of quick, and then like the fan base really.
Do you have
catches
any?
on.
Do you have a Utah hockey jersey yet?
I don't. Kaylee has one.
Okay, all right.
That's what I got her
family's in.
last year.
That means
for
you have
Christmas.
one. That means you have one.
Oh yeah. We collectively own.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. all my Boston friends, Boston Grant has been talking to his Boston friends. Today was like a Boston nightmare. It was like Red Sox are playing the Yankees, Celtics are playing in the playoffs, Bruins are playing in the and it's like my phone was a disaster, and I was locked in on the Bruins. And Dan O'Connell, listener of the show, Lieutenant Colonel type, artilleryman, red legger, he said to me, we were texting during the loss, and he's like, not a very good team, should have won that one. And I have just run with that with all my other Boston friends. I said, you know what I want right now? A not a very good team. Because I have watched good Bruins teams for the last 10 years just get crushed in the playoffs. I want a not a very good team that is scrappy in the playoffs. And I got hope. I don't think without Tatum healthy, the Celtics have a chance. The Red Sox are abysmal, but I got hope in the Bruins because I like the fact that people are like, they're not very good, they shouldn't win. And because I've seen the good teams. I've won the President's Cup. Okay. You know what that means? That means you lose to the Panthers. And I don't want that anymore.
It's so true though.
No, I went to watch the Stars game yesterday at, I think I've talked about it before. You know the Cosm? Have you seen that before? They won out in LA.
Yeah. Dude, I haven't been, but I've heard all about it. I'm a big fan.
Sick.
Dude, it's insane. So I watched a football game there. I watched an A&M game there. And now I watched the Stars play.
Whoop.
Dude, hockey's a lot harder to follow. So when you go there, you're in the dome. It's like a dome, right? So
wait. So like kind of like when you're on a plane and you think the Earth's not flat, but you realize it's just a dome. Same.
It's the opposite of the Earth. Yeah, it's a dome.
It's a dome.
Yeah.
No, there's a dome over the flat Earth.
There's a dome over. That's
okay. Yes. Yeah. Same,
I don't think you were paying attention last week.
The same thing as the Earth.
Yeah. Okay. Same. Yeah. Thanks, Mason Wells.
And but then there's multiple cameras. So it's like there's one camera that has the whole stadium, and then out of nowhere, like once it gets down to the end, it like switches over. So then like you're like doing this the whole entire time, like trying to follow
proprietary
like, where the puck is. But
proprietary
it's
cameras.
it's still pretty cool, man. It's definitely worth going to.
And you went to the Cosm Stars game.
Yes, yeah.
You didn't go to the Stars game. You went. I'm not actually trying to be funny. You went to the Cosm. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Went to the Cosm to watch the game too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Big Stars guy.
Texas, which is good, man.
Texas is a big hockey state. Always said that. Never not said it. Huge hockey state.
Surprisingly, man. Yeah, they actually have a pretty good following.
Right after Florida.
Yeah. That's in Florida.
Anywhere where immigrants are just coming over the border, they love.
So I posted that. D goes on the Slack. She goes, I didn't know Texas followed hockey. And I go, they don't, but apparently they have a really good team. So,
okay.
The Aggies under delivered. Go Stars. Am I right? Whoop.
You gotta get, root for something. Yeah.
Whoop. Hey, that's why I'm a women's basketball fan. I'm not hating over here.
There you go.
Hey, man.
But no, man, still fun. Playoff hockey delivers.
Playoff hockey's the best. It's oh man, it's great. It's really fun. It's like two different sports almost.
Like putting this up with March Madness, straight into college hockey, straight into NBA playoffs.
Dude, who needs Nick Saban?
And then it's a dead season. You got baseball.
America's pastime. That's why they call it a pastime.
America's nap time.
Hey, come on.
Come on, Trey. Come on.
They got automated balls and strikes now. Come on.
Hey, I'm hitting my helmet right now. That was a strike, baby.
Yeah.
We got to get your dad on here, Jeff. We got to get your dad on here.
Oh, shout out to my dad. His birthday today.
Hey.
Your birthday's tomorrow.
Last week it was my mom's
Pearl's
birthday.
This
week. And this my dad's. 83.
And yours is tomorrow, right?
Mine?
Yeah, and your birthday?
Just got 2 more months.
I got a couple more months in my 30s, push my birthday back to
straight.
Oh, no, Jeff Harrison, coach of the Strength Co. tomorrow. Sorry, I had an alert today that said Jeff's birthday's tomorrow. And I was like, man, I felt like Jeff's birthday was later. Sorry, Jeff. I still love you. Your birthday's June 2nd.
That is correct.
Dude,
correct, yeah.
sidebar this week, I was like going through like daily life, and then I would just think about when that Mason kid last episode would just be like, yeah, I'm thinking about giving up on squatting. I think Grant's like falling out of his chair. Dude, I was dying.
I had a good talk with Tanner from Massonomics. This will be a little Gym Radar plug. I'm going to keep plugging Gym Radar. I'm in on Gym Radar. I don't own Gym Radar, but if you own Strength Co plates, please go to gymradar.com, build your gym, and add your plates. I was talking to Tanner, and Tanner, he's man, I don't want to shortchange his service. Do you know how long he served, Jeff?
I can't remember.
6 years.
He said he was a
4
corporal.
years. Yeah, I think it's like 4.
But I don't know how
6,
like the
8.
army like works.
Yeah, especially in the National Guard. So I don't know.
Let's
What I
call
will
it
tell you
6.
is Tanner does not. How do I say this and be polite? He doesn't like. His identity is not based off the fact that he served, right? He served. He's very proud, did some great things, and like learned a lot, met great people. He's as straight as they come, in case
That's
you're
true.
curious. He's as straight as they come, but he doesn't like identify of it. But he said something to the fact of like, oh, I really enjoyed the E4 Mafia guy you had. He's like, because it's just like that is the bread and butter of the service. And I said, yeah, no, it's really good. And I had another point I wanted to make and I forgot now, but anyway, yeah. Tanner, thanks for your service. Mason, thanks for coming on. We support the troops over here for the
Yes, we
FDO
do.
downrange.
Support every single troop.
Whatever I say, I'm sure it was important, but carry on.
Carry on. Yeah,
Supporting those troops.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't know where I was going. I was headed somewhere and I forgot. So we got a lifting question in there, right?
Do we?
Remember this podcast is about lifting?
Oh yeah, it was this. I saw it. There's a screenshot.
Yeah. There we go. That's what we need. That slide. I thought that was a hidden slide.
That slide. All right. Let me. This comes from at Matthew Ballew. Ballew. I don't know.
Bobby Bufflet.
Yeah.
Bobby
Matthew Ballew, 9869. Nice. I love starting strength. My issue is, how do I get someone to squat that has mobility issues in their ankles and shoulders? I have trained clients for over 15 years. Not everyone can just squat without accessory work for mobility and stability. In my humble opinion and experience, I had a client that moved and worked with a starting strength coach. His recommendations were great. He just neglected the Baker's cyst on his knee and had him squat anyway. No shade whatsoever. Extreme respect to Rip.
Yeah. So this is in response to a YouTube short that the Strength Co put out. I happen to own the Strength Co.
Hey.
So I am biased and opinionated on this matter. That said, hey, I can get anyone to squat to depth. And I was teaching a seminar of a bunch of folks, and I was basically saying, if you get your foot position correct and your toe angle correct, I believe that I can get any person to squat to depth. Now, with that said, there could be an older or super undertrained trainee that may not be able to come out of that position. But I think that if you put your heels under your shoulders and point your toes out roughly 30 degrees, that I can then talk you down to where your hip crease goes below your patella, or put you down there, right? I may have to physically put you down there. And so that was the point of the video, was like, hey, most people mess up the stance or they mess up the toe angle, and then they can't achieve depth. Now, the interesting part about his question was the ankle mobility to me. I remember having a guy in my gym back in like 2019, 2020, somewhere in there, who had what seemed to have no ankle mobility, like literally zero. And if you tried to put him down to depth, because his ankles didn't have any dorsiflexion, he would start to lean backward right? Like he would try to like sit back, but like he couldn't lean
Yeah,
over
yeah.
forward. And so he would fall over. And it was a huge problem. And I kept trying to coach him. And as a result, he couldn't hit depth. And I thought the whole starting strength method's flawed. And so I took a video of him and I sent it to Rip. And I said, hey, and I don't usually, I mean, like Rip and I are buddies, but I'm not like calling Rip being like, this client's doing this. Like I don't usually do it. But I thought like I have an interesting case here that I can't solve. And I had been a starting strength coach, I don't know, 4 or 5 years at the time. And so I send the video to Rip. And Rip immediately calls me and says, you're not understanding the physics of the situation. And I said, appreciate the angry Texan comment, but what do I do with the client? And he says, he's not getting enough weight forward. So he's trying to sit back, but he's refusing to lean over. And because he's refusing to lean over, and because he does have bad ankle mobility, like it's a real thing, right? Like his ankles did not bend or go into flexion like most people will. He just wants to fall over backwards. And he told me, he said, hand him a 25-pound plate, have him hold it out in front of him and squat down. And he goes, and I bet that he can squat to depth if he does that. So I go back, guy's name was Sergio, hand him a 25-pound plate. I say, hey, you're going to take this plate. You're going to do everything I've already told you. And you're just going to hold the plate out and basically use it as a counterbalance. And dude squatted depth like that. And now at the bottom, he's like, you know, his feet are shaky. He wants to fall backward. And when he wants to fall backward, he just reaches the plate out more. And like in real time, I took the video and this kid doesn't even, I say kid, I mean, he was probably 20 at the time. He's probably, I guess he's 26, 27 now. He doesn't even know that like he's getting coaching from Mark Ripito. and Rip says, there you go. He's got to get his upper body down in order to stay in balance. And Rip was right. Rip was right. It's almost like Rip's in terms of squatting and deadlifting and sometimes politics, almost always right. That was the case. Like this dude could squat to depth, holding a 25-pound weight in front of his body and drive his hips up perfectly. And then you take the 25-pound weight off and he would want to fall backwards. And Rip's initial thing that he said on the phone, he doesn't understand the physics of the situation, actually ended up reigning true to me because we put the 45-pound bar on his back and I'm like, hey, man, you were holding a 25-pound weight plate in your hands. Now you have a 45-pound bar in your back. You got to get that bar forward to compensate for your lack of ankle mobility, if you will. And dude, that kid ended up squatting 315 in the gym. I don't know that if I have that on film, but I probably have 285 and PJ will put it on here and show like that kid ended up getting really strong. And it just showed you like that. I'm with you. The knee cyst thing is a totally different deal. The Baker cyst in the knee. I mean, my philosophy is if there's any meniscus there, you should still be squatting. If it's bone on bone, maybe you make an argument for a box squat. I still think all of the muscles that are involved in your lower extremity are worth being worked out. The Baker cyst is not a thing that should be ignored. But in terms of the ankle mobility or ankle flexibility or whatever you want to call it, that can be worked through and should be worked through. And you need someone that has the experience to understand how to get you in position. I mean, there was a time with this guy that I would have him squat and I would stand behind him. This is prior to me talking to Rip before I got him to like lean over enough. I would stand behind him and the guy could squat. I don't remember what it was, 135, 155. It doesn't matter. He would go down, but at the bottom, he would want to fall back. And I would literally have my quad like up against his butt. And so when he went to like fall over backwards, I would basically push him back forward and he would do the reps. I had tried everything before I'd reach out to Rip. But yeah, anyway, ankle mobility should not be a reason to not squat. And does that mean that maybe you're doing less weight? 100%. Maybe it may mean that you need more weight. It may mean that instead of like with an empty bar, you want to fall backward, but with a 95-pound bar, if you lean over, there's enough mass forward that can fight the ankle dorsiflexion, right? So like it's actually really interesting. You might need to put more weight on the bar in order to squat correctly. So with this guy, he would actually do an empty bar for 2 sets of 5, and I would have the bar would be on his back, and I would have a band that was like on his low back attached to the front post of the squat rack to basically pull him forward. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as you got 135 on it, there was enough weight in the bar that when he leaned over, he could stay in balance.
Yeah.
And then once he actually got better at squatting, the stronger he got because there was more weight that he could put forward. And he's actually still squatting to this day. He reached out to me. I don't know, time flies when you're having fun. It's probably been a year, but he was like, hey, the stuff you taught me in the gym, I'm still doing it. And he sent me a photo, and he's still working out in his garage gym. But anyway, yeah, don't let dorsiflexion get you down.
Did his ankle mobility improve at all? Like as he got stronger and was kind of forcing it through more range of motion, or like? Yeah,
I think so. I don't know that he would say, I mean, he definitely had a thing, right? Like it wasn't like people have issues. It was not a thing, but I remember watching him squat 315 in the gym, and I don't know. I can't say if his ankle dorsiflexion improved. Yeah. But he learned how to load his body despite the issue. I like to think it improved, but I actually can't probably answer that. But yeah, good dude.
Cool. Love that.
Good question.
Lifting talk. Great question. If you got more questions, pop them wherever.
Nice. Pop them wherever. We'll find them. Yeah. We'll track them down.
We'll find them.
We're like bloodhounds. We're going to find them.
Yeah.
Well, Trey, do you hit the snooze button? This is Trey's question he put in here.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
I guess it could be, it would be a saved round technically too. But
I wanted to hear a Trey question.
Do you wake up? I assume we're all grown men. Like, do you set?
We're grown men.
We're grown men.
Jeff, don't sleep on the skydiver or the 50 cal. I don't care if this episode goes 2 hours. Don't sleep on it. Continue.
Yeah, continue. No, I don't care either.
Yeah.
I got it, Trey. 3 hours. You got it, Trey.
I told D tonight, I'm going to make this podcast longer. Sunday night, I filmed a vlog, which means I took down the whole OK podcast setup, and I went and I filmed. And tonight, then I was like, oh, your podcast night. I said, yeah, actually, as soon as the Bruins game ends, I got to go set up the pod. And she's like, well, you usually go out there about 10 minutes prior. I said, I know. And I said, every time that I complain about having to go out there, I think I have one wife and one daughter, and Trey has one wife and 3 daughters, and he's 2 hours ahead of me. And I was like, and I've been late the last couple of weeks, so like I'm going to be on time. She's like,
man, I appreciate that.
Dinah in a great mood was like, oh yeah, make sure it's all set up for him. And
anyway, I appreciate that.
We're thinking about you. We don't care about you, but we think about you.
That's good. That's all I can ask for. When you set an alarm. We all set alarms to get up. Do you get up as soon as your alarm goes up? Or are you a snooze guy?
I kind of go through phases, I feel like. And I feel like right now I'm in a snooze button phase. But I'll definitely go through long stretches where it's like get up. Or if I wake up before my alarm, I'm like, 5 minutes, this thing's going to go off. All right, shut the alarm off. Just get up then. But I'm currently in a phase where I hit the snooze button.
You're a snooze guy.
And my wife does not appreciate it.
Oh, dude.
Trey, do you really still set an alarm with 3 daughters?
Yeah. Well, we try to get up before they get up.
Okay. I would say I used to be a snooze guy. I now have 2 cats that I used to love that now run my entire life.
Oh yeah, they keep you on schedule.
Dude, I could go to bed at 3 a.m. and the cats are going to wake me up at 5:30.
Yep.
Like the cats.
Regardless.
Yeah. So
they keep a tight schedule. Cats.
Yeah, I actually don't set a routine. I don't set an alarm anymore. I plug my phone in the living room. I don't even take it into the bedroom. And the cats wake up between 5:15 and 5:30 no matter what. And they start banging it against the door. Literally. One of my cats is 24.
I feel like that's a good plug to get a cat, honestly. Like if you have trouble getting up, I feel like that's a pretty good plug.
If you have
Cats are
trouble getting up,
relentless.
yeah, they're relentless.
Relentless.
So I wake up and I put the cats outside. That's a whole other story I won't get into, but I put them outside and then I get back into the bed. And then my daughter is also relentless between 6:30 and 7. She's like, "Oh, you like fishing? Let me fish hook your mouth," because we sleep with our daughter. And so she fish hooks me. And then there's like this moment of like, I can try to keep sleeping, which means that both of us wake up, me and Diana. Or I can immediately get up and make espresso with my daughter, which means that Diana gets to keep sleeping. And nature, nurture, creation, evolution. Creation takes over. And I immediately, I'm like, I should just get up with my daughter right now and make espresso. And so that's what I do.
Past old Grant, were you a snooze guy then?
No, but I was a 3-alarm guy.
Yeah, that's what I am now.
I was a 3-alarm guy. I was so I would not if I wake up, I'm awake. I wouldn't wake up and hit snooze. What I might do is sleep through an alarm for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Screw it. So there's been times recently where I just like will wake up and I'm like, oh, I didn't like my alarm didn't go off. And I'm like, then I look at it, I'm like, no, my alarm definitely went off. It just like my alarm just quit.
It was like, I guess he's not gonna do it.
Good enough.
I think the answer there, I had that happen. I had that happen in one of my last drills as a commander. I set one alarm because I'm just so used to kids and cats, and I like overslept, and I was so embarrassed, and everyone was like, it's fine. And then like I like looked back on the scenario. I'm like, what the heck happened? I'm like, I just been running on empty for like a month. Yeah. And like you put me in a Motel 6 with like no baby and no cats. And like,
it's a vacation.
Oh man, it was like, I wore shower shoes in the bathroom, but heck, did I sleep well?
No, but so we set multiple alarms, but we just discovered, so we have a Google, I don't know, home in our bedroom. Yeah. And they have a feature where it's just like 15 minutes before your alarm goes up, they just play like noises to like, it starts off silent, like pretty quiet, and then like progressively gets louder the closer it gets to your
alarm.
It's
an audiogram. Okay, I gotcha.
And then, and then we have like birds chirping, so it's actually fairly nice. Just like 10 minutes before the alarm goes off.
It's like sleeping with Jeff, except waking up with Jeff.
Yeah, and by that you mean Jeff Bridges,
right?
Yeah.
Bridges,
not Jeff.
No, yeah, not
Jeff Blue Jeans.
Yeah. No.
Still use Jeff Bridges all the time.
Hey, good dude.
We're going through
Sonoma Valley. I want to get y'all's takes. So Jeff, I can relate to Jeff. I go through phases too, so I can relate to that.
Auburn,
so, you know, Auburn.
Whoop.
Auburn.
Okay. Auburn.
Okay. All right, what's the 50 cal story?
50 cal.
Oh yeah, we got another topic. Forgot.
Well, I put that in there because we talked about it. What was that episode? Was it episode 100? Or when we had PJ on?
Yeah, 100. Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked. You know, he had the Echo bike. Was looking to do some conditioning. And Grant talked about the 50 cal for time, and then old Big Tanner from Massonomics,
dude,
tagged us in a post, and what was it like sub 2 minute
156. I went back. Ron Mitchell
That's
If
cooking.
you're not following Ron Mitchell, longtime coach of the Strength Co., been to the Arnold, been to Live Hard, Live Easy, great guy, better at being awesome. He takes photos, and if you go to ramitchell.com, there's a link you can click Strength Co. And man, that guy's actually been like a historian of the Strength Co. because he joined
That's
kind of when we started. And over the years, I've hired him to come in and take photos. Most of the time, he rejects money and just takes photos. But you can go, and it's actually really cool because he's a photographer, right? So he like takes photos of interesting stuff. So anyway, the 50 cal challenge, I think we started doing it in like 2018, something like that. I don't know. It's crazy that the gym's coming up on 10 years open. But I went back and I remember that one member beat me, John Thulin, Costa Mesa PD bike cop. And he was like 50 and he beat me. And he did like a 130 something.
Jeez.
And I did a 140, I think 141, 146. I can't remember. I'll have to reference the photo. But that was my time. And that was almost 10 years ago, 8 years ago. And so we talked about it. Tanner texted me and was like, hey, what are the rules for this thing? I'm like, you just go to 50 cal. And we've done it a few times in the gym over the years. And he's like, what's the strategy? And I'm like, there's like no strategy. Don't start off too hot. I don't remember what he said. And then he texted me the photo. Then he ended up putting it on Instagram. I think he did a 156. And I was like, dude, that's really good. That's really good.
Sub 2 is good.
And he was like, I see CrossFitters do it in 30 seconds. So I was like, yep, there are people that do it like that. But like sub 2 is good for like general populist lifters. So I did it Sunday night. Oof. I was like, I squatted 5x5, made a lifting vlog. It'll come out. It's out. If you're listening to this podcast, it's out. I didn't put the 50 cal challenge on there. I should have. Content Grant turned his brain off when he finished pressing. And I did it at 3:03. And I was like, man, Tanner beat me by a minute. I'm a scumbag. And then this week, everyone's been doing it. And it's like, there's a guy today. He's like, 26, 27, strong, fit, and he did it like 450. And I was like, okay, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's 303's terrible based off my former self. But yeah, I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it after every lift until the PFT.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it after every lift. But yeah, it's not for the faint of heart.
Translates super well with the PFT.
I
would imagine CFT it probably translates super well.
Yeah. I mean,
I think you're right technically, Trey. I also think that like if you just do it,
it'll still help.
Dude,
it'll
help. That's the answer.
It'll help. Yeah. I did one because I was like, I don't know if I'd ever done 50 cals for time. And kind of like my normal, like first thing I do, like before lifting, is I just like get on the bike and I try to go for 5 minutes, like just breathing through my nose, and I try to hit 2 miles on the bike.
And you have a Rogue Echo bike?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, I have an Assault bike.
Okay, nice.
Which I think you guys are cheating with your Rogue bikes.
Whoa, I don't know. There's like I think they end up like coming to be about the same in terms of like.
No, I'm sure it's the same.
But I think in like there are different ways that they're like one's more advantageous for like certain things, and I can't remember what they are. So I think the like 5 minutes usually puts me around like 75-ish calories if I hit 2 miles, like roughly speaking. So I was like, all right, this time I'm just going to like, I started going and I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to go for 50 cal. And I think I did it in 229.
Oh, that's good.
But I'm like, ooh, that didn't feel great. Yeah, that was, I was like feeling the lungs burn. It was like a colder day. It was like a colder day out of nowhere. And so like, I just like was feeling the lungs like the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I got to get it under 2 minutes.
No. That's probably what I would get next.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Just because I don't know. I feel like that would compared to like the row machine that takes up
Less
room.
space. No, I'm a huge fan, and I say I'm a huge fan. And I was on the assault bike on Sunday for the first time, and like, I think the last time I was on an assault bike was my initial counseling when I activated with my lieutenant colonel, and he was like, "Hey, I like to."
Y'all had
lift."
it on the assault bike?
Well,
You did your
no,
initial
yeah,
counseling on the assault bike?
literally. He was like, "I like to lift with my commanders and then do your initial counseling." And I just thought, you poor lieutenant colonel, you have no idea how much more I can lift than you. And so we went and lifted, and I was like doing way less than I could. Just like, oh yeah, like we're lifting together.
Yeah.
And then he was like, let's do some conditioning. And we went on the assault bike, and he destroyed me. This guy's like 6% body fat. Like he destroyed me. But I think that was the last time I was on it. But I am a big fan of it. I think it's a great tool in a home gym, the assault bike. Like I think it's I think it's great. I actually think it's so much better than running. So much better. Anyway, yeah. Get an assault bike, Trey. Do 50 cows.
Yeah.
Mm.
Call Josh
30 seconds, that's
Hansen.
the goal.
Go over to Starting Strength Plano or wherever the heck
There you
he's
go.
at and hop on one of his bikes.
Oh, Joshua. I texted him he texted
Good
me
dude.
the other day.
Love
Good
that.
dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, here's a business opportunity for you. Move back to California. Come work at the Strength Go.
Hey.
Nah.
West Texas is the
Josh,
best.
here's another business opportunity. Move into my house. Just be my personal nanny.
And sell hoses.
Just be a nanny. Help teach my kids to swim.
Yeah, we used to be
Yeah,
a
we
proper
would be good,
country. We really used to be a
Yeah.
proper country. All right.
Dang.
We should probably bring this thing down for a landing. Trace falling asleep. Gymradar.com. Go check it out. We're the number one most used plate. We're the number one everything. If you got bumpers, if you got loadable dumbbells, if you got espresso cups, go add the espresso cup. Piss them off. Make them tell you no. You add anything you want. Yeah. Don't tell me you can have a resistance band and you can't have an espresso cup.
Yeah.
Trey, you want to bring this thing down for a landing? Wait.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any save rounds alibis?
Nah,
Trey
I
wants
won't.
to keep going.
Yeah, Trey.
No. If you got one, I'm just thinking what episode.
Well, I wanted to hear post office
the
ID center because I feel like those are like current events, and they may
Okay,
not.
let me
The
go.
story may be decayed by the time we.
I'm going to go super fast. Post office.
No, you're good.
We ship predominantly FedEx Express, some FedEx Ground, two different businesses. I know it sounds crazy. That's reality. We also ship UPS. If I create a label with any of those institutions, a truck is going to show up as long as I create the label before 1 p.m. That's how it works. The United States Postal Service, for you folks that buy T-shirts, I appreciate you looking for cheap shipping, and I love it. If you buy a T-shirt, the post office does not show up. The post office shows up every day, rain, sleet, or snow, to drop a letter in the mail. They are not looking to pick up packages. I have a post office about 1,000 meters from my warehouse. It's also in the parking lot with a 7-Eleven, a Taco Bell, and 9,000 crackheads. And there's nothing I hate more than going to the post office. So I always try to print and label the T-shirts as quickly as I can so that when the mailman comes and I hear the mail drop to the door, I say, hey, take these packages. The other day, had a bunch of 1.25s that sold. Thank you for buying. I had like maybe, 12 packages. So I'm like, I gotta go to the post office. Post office opens up. It's closed from 12 to 1.
For
I
training.
go there
Yep.
at 12:58. They're like an admin shop. Dude, I showed up at 12:58. There was 25 people in line. And I don't need the mailman. I just need the door to open so I can put all the stuff on the box or on the table, because there's a table that's like your stuff's pre-labeled. Everyone else is an idiot and is like holding grandma's photo and an empty box, and like they got to go in there and like tape stuff up. Dude, 12 to 1, the federal government, 12 to 1 is the published office. It opened at 1:14 p.m. and people were losing their minds. And the mail lady that walked out did not give any care whatsoever. Anyway, she opened the door. I cut everyone in line, went to the desk, dropped my boxes, and left. ID center. My ID was set to expire April 12th. I think I'm doxing myself, 2026. I tried 3 times during drill in New Jersey. I set appointments. Every time I went, when I was drilling on a Friday, because a reserve drill center isn't open on the weekends. Weird. The ID office isn't open on the weekends. I went on a Friday. Every time it was like the laminator machine closed. Where it doesn't. It's broken. It's broken. So my ID expires. So I'm like, okay, I got to set an ID appointment. Well, Doge and Trump fired all the civilians that work at ID center. So if you want to go to an ID center right now, the appointments are like 45 days out. And I'm like, I can't do this. I'm a reservist. I can't log into anything right now. Today's the 20th. I'm back up on the net. 21st. But on the 12th, I was off the net. And so I'm trying to set ID appointments. I'm texting active duty buddies like, hey, what's the culture there for walk-in? They're like, dude, it's bad. Like, it is appointment only. And so every night I'm checking, and I find one in Long Beach open today. 10 a.m. I find an appointment. I book it. I book it like 3 days ago. Drive up to Long Beach this morning. I go in 9:40. Place is empty. It's closed. 9:40. I'm early. So I'm like, all right, I'll just get a haircut. That's what Marines do. So I go to the barber. I get a haircut. And then I go back. Guy comes out at 10. Coast Guard dude lets me in. I'm the only person in the building. They have a waiting room for like 20. Only person in the building. Do you have this document? Do you have this document? Of course I have it all because I read the website. And I get my new ID. And I'm like, so when's your next appointment? He's like 11. It's like 10:08. And I was just like, I hate the government. So I leave. I go back and I have like basically 8 days of stuff I need to do for Marine Corps that I haven't been able to do because I haven't been able to log in anything. Go to log in and they're like, everything's denied. So I call the help desk. I'm like, hey, everything's done. They're like, oh, well, your SAR is no longer valid because it's set for your expiration date of your CAC card. And then I'm like, oh my gosh. I call the comm guy. I'm like, hey, I got a new ID card. He's like, oh, I got to send you a new doc. He sends me like 4 documents. None of them will open up on a MacBook. Like none of them. He's like, oh, it's got to be on a PC. I go to the PC. It still won't open. He's like, it's got to be Adobe. I'm like, this PC I just used to like print shipping. Anyway, I'm up and running. Everything's good. The nuclear codes are safe. But like, I spent 5 hours today unpaid working on getting an ID. It's crazy.
It's so fun being a reservist.
That's the best.
They make it just so easy.
So easy.
For all those things.
They really appreciate their service. Your service. Our service. All right, Trey, take it down for a landing.
That's why when people talk about conspiracy theories, I'm like, you can't even get an ID made. Like,
bro, dude,
like, there's no way the government's doing any of this stuff.
That's what that's exactly what I always say when people are like, oh, this was fake. I'm like, dude, we're too incompetent to pull that off.
And yeah, anything that like feels like a conspiracy theory or a theory, like it probably is. It's the result of incompetence by a multitude of people.
Yeah.
All right. Episode 016.
Okay, Trey. I'm not trying to Grant talk you, but we're either going to say ahead. 106 or we're going to say 0106.
010. Okay.
You're either doing 4 digits. It's 106 is the episode. Bingo.
Okay, bingo. Okay.
Start over.
We'll get in post. Yeah, we'll get in post. This is episode 0106 of the
Okay,
podcast. Auburn. As always, we'd like to thank our sponsors, BW Tax. Tax season just ended is what people who are ignorant say. It's continuous. Start for next year. Get it going. Give BW a call now. Get a head start. and he'll get you taken care of. Good guy, better at taxes. Other sponsor, Mr. Helmet. Everybody hold up. Ugh. Look at this late show with the U.S. Border Patrol. Get yourself a helmet. As you can see, we pretty much have them all covered. Green, gridiron, green, Mr. Helmet. Big, small, he's got them all. I prefer mine with no visor. Some people like visors. I call those people chumps. But if you are a chump, you can get a visor. Actually, I think you can just get a visor by itself. But click the link below. Get yourself a helmet. He's got them pretty much any team or mascot that you can think of, you can do. While you're down there at the link, you will see a code or see a link for the Slack channel. What is a Slack channel? Hey, if you got questions about coffee, books, movies, food. What else we talking
lifting?
Lifting.
I gotta interrupt you here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was with the police chief. We're just gonna call him police chief and fire chief. I don't know if that's accurate, but I was with him today, and the guy's like, "What's the OK podcast?" And the fire chief goes, "They talk about lifting, life, love." And I was like, "Oh, that's a part of the podcast that I didn't know rang home."
Hey, we talk about everything, lifting, life, and love, man.
Yeah,
but
that's all you need.
Get on there. Great. It truly is a great community. A lot of fun to talk on there. Good sports channel.
Oh, yeah.
That I feel is very underrated. A lot of good talk on there. Use code OK. You get yourself a little discount.
$10
on there. $10 worth it, 100%. So love to see you on there, interact with you. What else? If you're on YouTube or not on YouTube, get on YouTube. You see our beautiful faces here. I believe we are live, not live on YouTube. We're live on X. Live on True Social, I think. If we're not, we need to be.
Should be.
But go to www.theokpodcast.com. You will find the links to our social media accounts. Send Jeff, click on the Instagram one. Send Jeff the weirdest reel you can think of.
I'm ready.
To his personal.
No.
But also send it to the OK Podcast. That's your outlet, as Grant mentioned earlier. Send whatever you want on there. We'll post it.
We'll post it. Zero filter.
We have our individual social media accounts that we're all super active on. But we are live on X tonight, so that's a pretty good follow. We need to, at some point in time, to get back to some comments on X. That's probably my go-to.
I do like those a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
It's all right. We'll get back to
We'll clean it up in post.
Outside of that, most importantly, we are powered by the Strength Co. Last I checked. Affirmative? Yeah. Okay. Great. They made great. What did I say last week? Burkas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they make great burkas.
They do. They're sold out. They're sold out right now.
They're
But
sold
just be
out
patient.
on burkas.
Be patient. They'll be back in
Great
stock.
burkas. They're coming back. We're bringing them back. We gotta
Yeah,
talk
USA
to our-
made.
Yeah.
Dude, that killed me. I killed myself last week. I was dying.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Happy accident there.
I think my wife describes the podcast as, so basically this is you guys' weekly therapy session.
That's all it is.
Why would we need
I don't care if
therapy?
anybody listens.
What are
No
you
one
talking
listens.
about?
Man. It's just us talking.
Yeah.
Oh, man. No, bunch of great stuff. Most point, they got fantastic plates. Get yourself some plates there.
Cast iron.
We'll
type?
send them out, not with USPS. What's up?
Cast iron, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Bumpers too.
It's the
Oh,
only kind.
pans. You said plates. I
Pans.
thought you meant pans. Yeah. Pans too.
Do you have bumper
Bumper
Pans.
pans?
That would be epic. You put
Ooh.
a rubber pan on the stove.
Yeah, that wouldn't release any sort of toxins in your food.
Talk about a way to end everything. Bumper pans.
We're still in the R&D phase. It's all right.
But, all right, Coach, I'm missing.
No, did great. Thanks for listening to the show. www.theokpodcast.com, www.thestrength.co. We'll see you next time.
Carry on.